What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we have the brutal reality of why we chose the Netherlands. And before we dive into this video, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit the join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's get to it.
So it is going on 5 years since my wife and I up and left America. We've even considered moving to places like Japan, Ireland, the UK, and many others. So then why on earth did we pick, out of all the places, why the Netherlands? I know, I hate when the train go all the way down there. Dang. And if I'm being honest, this is a question I get a lot. Literally, in the past 2 days, I've had maybe 5 people ask me this question. Like, legit, I was talking with a barista the other day while I was getting my Scappuccino, told her I'm from LA, and the first thing she said was like, why on earth would you move to the Netherlands? Why the Netherlands? And then I also had a friend recently visiting from LA. Her and her boyfriend came here for business the other day. That was one of their first questions. I haven't seen them in, wow, I haven't seen her in like 7 or 8 years. And the first thing she said was, why the Netherlands out of all the places? And then she also asked me how we did it. Then I also had a couple of new comments recently also asking the same question, like, out of all the places we could have gone, why choose the Netherlands? I mean, because legit, we could have gone just about anywhere in Europe, as well as, and we even had a couple of places in Asia, but we chose the Netherlands. Side note, look, little car posted up right there. Come on, tell me that's not sauce. Now, I wouldn't have mind moving to Asia. It's just,
No, I'm gonna say, to me personally, that's not sauce.
it was a bit complicated, as well as we were having our, we wanted kids, so we didn't know how that would have worked out. Not saying people don't do it, but yeah, we were thinking about Korea and Japan and possibly Thailand, but yeah, again, with the kids, we just were very unsure. And then plus, throughout all our travels, Europe just it was kind of like talking to us, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but Europe was definitely like more on the map than Asia was when it came to living. Plus, the flights to visit our family and for our family to visit us, they are long like a mug. Not for nothing though, I actually wouldn't have mind Japan. I'ma just super say it. But again, when it came to,
I'm jealous because I've never been out of the country. He's traveling different places. Which spot do we want to move to? And I ain't never even got to visit somewhere else. But shout out to my boy Sky. Absolutely love his content. And from watching his videos so much, it sounds like Netherlands was the right choice.
thinking about the collective, Europe was at the top. But then, so out of all of Europe, why the Netherlands specific? Well, a big one actually had to do with work opportunity. Now, believe it or not, but there is a ton of work in Amsterdam. Now, when I say all the work is in Amsterdam, I'm talking about for me. I said this in another video and people were like, oh, what do you mean all the work's in Amsterdam? No, for me. You guys, come on. But yeah, if you didn't know, I work in television, and the Netherlands actually has a lot of like entertainment going on here. They have Netflix here. They have Disney and Google. Like, they have almost about everything here in Amsterdam. And back when I was in LA, I was working at CBS and I was growing at CBS, and guess what happened to be in the Netherlands? A CBS, and it was right in Amsterdam. And then even when it came to my wife and her work, they had a lot of stuff popping off in Amsterdam for my wife as well as actually in Harlem too as well. It was like just starting to like come up in Harlem about 5 years ago, or maybe around 6 years ago. So it's still fairly new. And when we compared it to the other places in Europe, like Germany and Ireland and even the UK, well, the UK didn't have just as much as Amsterdam did. For some reason, when it came to opportunities, they didn't have the same amount. And if they did, especially in the UK, they would pay a lot. Like I took a pay cut here. They were talking about like a pay cut, which is crazy because in the UK, things are a lot more expensive than they are here. And then when it came to Germany, for example, we really like Germany, as well as my wife's brother is
Are you
also.
telling me for the same job, the UK is not only going to pay you less, but the cost of living is going to be higher? Oh yeah, that immediately wipes the UK out of the competition.
Lives in Berlin. We thought about it, we really did, but the opportunities just weren't there for me and her. They just weren't there. They had a couple for her, but barely any for me. And outside, no, I don't know if you can tell, but it is extremely dark today. Well, you probably can't tell because the lens, but yeah, it is a dark day today, and it's raining. I got my drip all wet. I got a little raindrop right there. Also, too, quick shout out to everybody who actually copped some merch. Man,
I just want to say that's crazy though. Speaking on his opportunity thing, I think that's awesome. And I feel like whenever you're moving, definitely opportunities is going to be one of the important things. There has to be opportunity for the both of you, or it's just not going to work. And so, shout out to the Netherlands, a place where they found the opportunity. These other countries in Europe, although they may have been great, they just lacked opportunity for both of them. Where the Netherlands had it. That's one of the reasons. He's about to go over some more, but I feel that that's a very good reason and definitely will be at the top of my priority list.
Rocking some merch right now. I'm rocking the sauce merch. So if you want to rock some sauce merch, the link is down there. A quick side note though, I love this scene right here with the bikes right here.
Yeah.
And then you got the boats, like that boat right there. And then you just turn and look at this. Man, look, and look how calm the water is. Man.
Beautiful.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It has been windy like crazy. I was supposed to film yesterday, but as soon as you go outside, it's like, man, you ain't filming nothing. The camera's gonna fly right in the water. But yeah, today it's calm, it's rainy, but it's really nice. Especially this, like that shot. Man, I'm telling you, that's a dope shot right there.
Yeah.
That's a painting. So work opportunities was the first reason. The second reason would have to be the driving. Here, you do not have to drive. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Ireland was really high on our list of places to go, like really high. It was like literally at the top just because my wife has a lot of family there. Also too, I would have to say it has a great sense of community. Like, I'm not even joking. When you go and you actually stay in neighborhoods and stay in towns, man, it's really, really nice. It's very close to how the Netherlands is. And then also along with community, it's also, I'm gonna be honest, beautiful. Ireland is such a gorgeous place. If you've never been, highly recommend. But you gotta drive. Now, yes, it does rain a lot. Like, that's one thing. Every day, like, every day it's raining. I mean, well, not every day, but a lot of days it's raining. And it's like that heavy rain. But it is gorgeous. You go and you just look. Like, if you just look out like this in Ireland, you're seeing the hills and like just a bunch of green and cows and sheep. And it's just really, really pretty. But it was the driving. The driving was the deal breaker for us, because with driving, like, if you have to drive, and that's how it was in Ireland, you do sort of have to drive. And that's a downer, man, because that was the one thing we didn't want to do. We did not want to have to drive. Oh no, the rain is coming.
Hey, that sucks. So it sounds like Ireland was a very incredible competitor for that top spot. Actually had that top spot. She had a lot of family in Ireland, but it had a non-negotiable in Ireland, and that was a little bit too much driving for them. They didn't want to have to. I'm not saying they didn't want to be able to, but they didn't want to have to.
Yeah, and I know I'm talking bad about cars, but look at that little car. Like, come on. Like, see, little cars are sauce. I don't know what it is, but little cars have a special place in here. Like, right there. Feel that heartbeat. And this one right here, it says move on it, and then it got somebody put a Ferrari sticker on there. Come on, that's all me right there. Look at that, y'all can see me in that, right? Also too, this is the one with the big back seat, so I could put both of my kids in there. Oh no, it's raining. To talk bad about cars, because I love cars. I love driving too. It's just that I don't want to have have to drive. I don't want that life of every morning driving my kids to school and then going to pick them up after school and then, oh, I need to go to the grocery store, I gotta
Yeah,
drive. Like, I don't want my
I get
daily
that.
life to revolve around being in a car. And yeah, my wife actually felt the exact same way. She didn't want to be in a car every day. So I know, look at
Yeah.
this shot right here.
I will say I do like there's some days where we have to do a lot. Um and my son ends up in the car seat a lot, and I would say that does like get to me sometimes where I'm like, dang, he really just hasn't gotten to play a ton today or be active a lot today because we've had to go to a lot of places, so he's had to be in his car seat a lot. I will say I don't like that. Although those days I don't like it because I want him to be able to just be able to play and have fun and just have the best time and be active. And yeah, sometimes you got to do things that you don't like, but hey, we're gonna make sure we have fun too.
Look at that. You got the locks right down here. Then you got the church right there. Come on, that is a dope shot. Right when I was saying that, a bunch of kids right there came and stood right next to me. So I'm gonna go this way. Another big reason why we moved here was the community and the way like child society is and how safe it is for children. And I have mentioned this before in other videos. Sorry, I'm trying not to get hit by a mic, but I have mentioned this before in plenty of other videos. And I've said, the best way for me to explain it is like this. It seems like here things are almost made for children. And I actually told my Dutch friend about this, and he said, well, yeah, because if you know it's gonna be good for children, it's definitely gonna be good for an adult. So I know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where I'm going. I just took a random alley. I don't know where I'm going. And what? That was crazy. I just did basically a circle. I'm back on this trip. I actually started right down there. That's a trip. I was really just trying to stay away from the naughty area. Like, man, you gotta be careful. I see one place pop up while I was filming, and I was like, oh.
Had to shut it down. Hold up, put the camera down. Can't get that on camera. Can't post that content. Get it there.
When we first came, I remember we first came to visit our friend. She didn't have kids yet, but she was working at CBS International. We came to visit her in Amsterdam. And wow, like we were just amazed at how many kids were just outside. Like I'm telling you, it used to feel that way in the States. Like way back in the day when I was a kid,
Yeah.
it used to feel that way. I remember even in Chicago, even in like the hood, kids were outside, you know? And same when I moved to Atlanta, kids were outside all the time. And then it just slowly started dying. And all the life just outside just started going away. Like it just seems like no one's really outside. And I think what sucks even more is that the infrastructure is just not safe for kids. Like that's what I mean by it seems like the Netherlands is designed for kids versus over there it's so unsafe. A lot of places don't have sidewalks. You gotta go so far just to get to a playground. And a quick side note, if I'm not clear, what I mean by things are made for kids, because I don't mean like literally everything's made for kids, but what I mean is it feels like being in the Netherlands as a kid, it's almost designed for you to thrive and have just a really high quality of life. Like literally, that's what it seems like. Look at that. This thing just opened up right there.
Oh.
And yeah, after that visit, looking more into the Netherlands and raising kids in the Netherlands has been consistently ranked one of the highest places to have kids. They're safe, happy, independent, and they just have a lot of freedom. Freedom to walk to playgrounds, freedom to ride their bikes, freedom to just be kids. And for me and my wife, knowing that we wanted a family, this was actually extremely important. And because I know we did get our cappuccino.
I would say I like all the videos I've seen of the Netherlands and people, vloggers, YouTubers, everybody talking about it. People that have moved to the Netherlands or people that have been there their whole lives, they talk about the safety, for sure, one of the safest countries. But they talk about the freedom for children, like the freedom to be able to go out and play, the freedom to be able to get on public transport and go to school, the freedom to ride your bikes around. Just so much freedom that kids no longer have here in the US, for sure. Us as parents, we don't allow it because we see so much negative news and kidnappings and kids being killed and all of these things happening. And we're scared. We're scared to give them that same freedom. And I mean, that's a sad thing when you truly sit there and think about it. So, yeah, when it comes to raising kids or having kids, the Netherlands, if not the best place in the world to do it, is one of the best.
I make it a Skype channel, and I pulled up at this place. Like, it's the Canal Tour place. Oh, not, wait. Here go. Look. Come on. Come on. Tell me that's not sauce. But yeah, I pulled up this place called Canal Tour. It's a big old sign that says Canal Tour. But they actually have outside seating. This is actually fairly new. I remember seeing it a while ago. And I was like, I gotta stop by there. And now right away, y'all already know there's a problem. Ain't no cookie on this plate. Automatic points off.
Disappointed.
Come on, guys. It's not that hard to put a cookie on.
Little cookie.
Drip on the drip. Let me clean y'all off real quick. And then lastly, I will have to say that there's such a high standard of living here. And I mean that in a really good way, because I don't mean it in a bougie way. I mean it more along the lines of like the standard. People expect a certain standard of quality of things, like infrastructure as well as public transportation. Thanks, saying what's up to that dude threw me all off. And I also realized that there's also an expected quality level of education, and there's just so many things like this. And the best part about it all is that like a high quality of life is expected and is complained about and is expected at a low cost, or at least a reasonable cost. And I realized this is actually not expected in the States for some reason. And it is, but it's the opposite, meaning like people expect higher quality of life, but they expect it by paying more, which like blows my mind, considering I'm telling you, with all the taxes over there and the hidden costs, I'm telling you, it's express. Like, they are paying higher taxes than us. People think I be lying when I say this, but nah, man, I'm doing my taxes right now for the States. I know I'm late. That's my bad. Imagine the taxes that I'm paying, then throw on and the cost of like the taxes on groceries, health insurance. Oh, you gotta have a car. Versus here, yeah, we pay high in taxes. I pay taxes. These people behind me pay taxes. These people in front, look, this police officer right here probably pays taxes, right? But we all enjoy like the feast pad, the trams, the inner city, because I hope I get on that inner city today. We all enjoy it, as well as the rain, like things being cleaned up and like trash being picked up. We all enjoy these things. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to say the higher quality of life is just unreal here when I compare it back to the States. And again, I'm an American who used to live in America. I'm from America. I was born in the South Side of Chicago. I can really only compare this to America. So listen to what I'm saying. I've been here almost 5 years. I ain't trying to be a hater, but yeah, I'm telling you, one of the biggest comments I see all the time is that here in the Netherlands we pay higher taxes. That's true. But in the States, they're paying just as high. And then also property taxes is really expensive in some areas, as well as property insurance. All this stuff adds up. That's what I'm saying. We're paying more over in the States than here, even though the quality of life is way much better. Look at all these people. Side note, look at all these people here. It's raining like crazy and all these people still out. What are all these people doing out here? That's why it's rated. And look, yeah, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. Americans pay higher taxes overall, but the quality of life of here is a lot better. I mean, this is literally why all my friends back in the States think I be balling, but I make a lot less money here. And that just cracked me up. There was a dude who asked the train conductor, he's like, "Is this Den Haag Central?" Jeez. Thick country accent. Oh man, sorry, that's mean. I shouldn't make fun of people. That's not nice. The quality of life here is sauce. Like, look, hey, I'm just Super Saiyan. And I gotta finish up my taxes in the States.
See, I always say, if you're rich, and I mean like rich, I don't just mean 1 million. I mean like multi-millionaire to billionaire status. I feel like the US is probably, to me, I would assume the US is the greatest place to live in terms of convenience, in terms of variety, in terms of, I mean, because you have the ability to do almost anything with your money. So it would be absolutely amazing to have the US just kind of as your amusement park, just to have fun. There's so much, but I feel like in a lot of these other countries in Europe, you can get such a high quality of living for an affordable cost. Whereas here, to get that high quality of living, you have to pay a high cost that most of us cannot pay. We can't afford it. And the cost of living here feels like it's just getting higher, higher, and higher. And it's nasty. And when he's talking about the taxes, he's absolutely right. There's so many hidden taxes that you don't realize that you're paying, and then you get to it. So while another country may just be taxed maybe 30 to 40% straight up, they get to see all the benefits those taxes go to, and there are no other hidden taxes. Whereas we may pay like 10% taxes or something, but there's so many hidden taxes. And then when you bring in cars that we have to have in the U.S., the ability to get around. So you add in all. Once you add in everything, bro, this is it. Got to be top three most expensive countries in the world. I'm assuming. That's all we have. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up.